Hello and welcome. We are live once again. If you're listening to the podcast, welcome. And if you are tuning in to the YouTube channel, then welcome, welcome, welcome. We managed to start on time today. We were busily chatting. Sometimes, we get so excited when we all see each other, and we're busy chatting. And today I am so excited to have the lovely Kathleen online. Hello, Kathleen. How are you doing?
Hi, it's so good to see you.
Oh my goodness. Well, people out in the world, if you're mystery school, you will know who Kathleen is. But if you're non-mystery school, then let me explain. Kathleen is the Director of Administration at HQ and Charitable Donations. So basically, she knows everything that's going on in the day-to-day runnings of, administration and what have you at HQ. So she is behind the scenes. So today I wanted to ask her what really goes on behind the scenes at the Modern Mystery School. Kathleen, could you share with us some insights?
I really can. And I don't know how glamorous this will sound to many people, but we really love the organization, excuse me, the organization and admin part of life. So we think it's pretty exciting and great. A day for us, I think we go through things that a lot of people go through. You think the day is going to go one way, and then by the end of the day, you realize you ended up somewhere totally different. And that just adds to the fun and the excitement. So for me, that can be a day of being on the phone, answering emails. We'll have people that reach out to us for support, for information. How do I get in touch with a practitioner in my area? How do I get a life activation? What is a life activation? So those requests can come in by the phone, by email. I also deal directly with Modern Mystery School students around the world and helping them to get registered to come to classes that they might want to attend here or in any location around the world. I can help connect them to the classes and for the timing that will work best for them. I also work with practitioners, life activation practitioners and guides and teachers all over the world as they're doing the work in their local area. We help to support them in whatever it is that they need to be successful, and all kinds of intricate things like recording information for a student if they've taken prerequisite classes that they'll need for future higher teachings. We help keep track of that. So the day can really bring everything and anything, actually.
Kathleen, that's an awful lot of things that you do. And I know as well that you look after the charities, and then you're teaching out on the road, and then you will be doing a gazillion other things. And something that has struck me and I wanted to ask is, I know you're a mother as well to 3 children. So I know there's a lot of mums out there. How do you make it all work?
Well, that's a really interesting question. And I think, like you said, as a mom, I think there's, moms all over the world that are asking themselves that same question. Like, how did I make it from, last month to this month? And, how am I going to make it through this one day? And it doesn't matter how many children you have, I don't think. The challenge is there. And for me, it was really a process. And, I really had to start to figure out who I was and who did I want to be as a mother, because I feel like there is a lot of expectations put upon us from society or our own family members, friends, mom groups, or, other parents at schools. We can feel like there is a lot of expectation placed on our shoulders of how we should be as a mother. And also, how do I operate as a woman in the world? And for me, that was a process of undoing a lot of preconceived ideas that even I had for myself, and undoing kind of the pressure that I felt to show up in a certain way based on other people's expectations. So it was the tools that I learned in Empower Thyself First that really helped me to start to understand these things in a bigger way. When I became initiated and took the Empower Thyself class, I already had my three kids. And I was a stay-at-home mom with them, which is exactly what I wanted. And my focus was 99% them and 1% me. And at that time, that's also what I wanted, because I thought that's what it took to be a good mom. You know, I wanted to help my children in any way possible. I wanted to give them the best start in life. And from my perspective at that time, my needs and my wants and my desires really didn't matter. You know, my focus was them, and that was the part that mattered. And through using the tools and my understanding of you know, a greater vision of life and who we are and who we come here to be and what our possibilities are, I started to understand that I really did need to focus on myself and to make sure that I was looked after in order to really be a good mom for my children. You know, in order for me to do all the things that I really wanted to do with them, I really needed to make sure that I was okay and that my needs were fulfilled. And that was a really hard thing for me to come to terms with on a mental level, because it was so opposite of what I thought it meant. And I started a little bit by little bit. And what I noticed was when I did take time for myself, or I did focus on what was good for me and what helped me and what worked for me, I was able to do so much more of what I wanted to do as a mom. And I started to look at it from the perspective of what kind of behaviors am I modeling for my children, right? I have sons and a daughter. I have 2 sons and a daughter. And I started to realize that I was really showing them how to operate in the world. And I didn't want to perpetuate the idea that we should be less than in order to make somebody else feel okay. Or as a woman, I needed to take kind of a back seat in life and put other people before me. I didn't want to perpetuate those things for my children. And I figured this was maybe a win-win situation. If I could actually do a better job on the day-to-day with my children by looking after myself, and also show them maybe how they want to operate in the world, then maybe we could all win. And that's been my experience in the last several years, right? They're big now. My youngest is 18. And this is what I've witnessed. I've witnessed the benefits of me modeling that behavior and how my children show up in the world now.
Kathleen, thank you. I mean, that is such a key and valuable piece of information for many of us. You know, modeling how we want our children to be in the world, and you know, looking after ourselves. Wow, thank you so much for that. I wonder if we can get you back on next time, because our time is whizzed by, and I feel like we've got so much more to talk about. I know that you've got lots of you've got comments here and lots of likes already. So I know people were very excited to hear you talk. So thank you, Kathleen. That's amazing, and we'll definitely be talking again.
Oh, it's really been my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye bye.